Hello, friends of Komodo platform, friends of Pirate Chain, friends of crypto, and friends of price charts of all sorts, but friends of crypto price charts, friends of DERO. We've been, well, yeah, I got a request in one of the Pirate Chain videos, I believe it was, for a request on DERO. So anyway, thanks for liking the videos and thanks for making comments. You know what? Make more requests. Go for it. Let's see. Anything that is on an exchange like KuCoin, Binance, whatever, I think I could pick it up and take a look. Yeah, go for it. Why not? But first, we take a look at the BTC USD price on the monthly time frame. That's right. Here we are. Let's take a look, friends, of Japanese candlesticks. Bullish. Oh, yes, that's right. Look at that sucker right there. In fact, as we narrow down the weekly to the daily, we'll see what has happened because we're having a similar candle on the daily, but that's within a different context. This monthly candle is within this 3 red down context, hammerish type of candle here. Well, not really. Well, I don't even know the names anymore. Forget about it. Names are names. This one doesn't quite have the top filled. It's just got the wick there, but it is a reversal type. And big wick to below. Here we have another big wick here with a nice big body, bullish engulfing type of body. Well, it is nearing the end of July. Yeah, I mean, Giuliano, it's July 30th, nearing the close, one left hour remaining in the day. We'll take it to the weekly price chart here. We're nearing the end of the week too. So the weekend is coming. But on the weekly, I'm also getting a sense that we can anticipate possibly a third green candle, but maybe it will be fizzled. Who knows how high it could go for the week? It might even wick up here towards the 50 range. But I do sense the 45 coming along. And yeah, so this weekly action looking good. Daily, we start to see potential resistance. A lot of daily candles in a row. Okay, so here we are a little bit more narrow, and we start to see, all right, we've entered the cloud. First, we started having resistance at the cloud as early as 26 July, but still continued to push through this wick action here. Again to the cloud, finding some resistances, and after falling still, this day was considered earlier on in the day to be possibly signaling a topping temporarily and coming back down. But this candle here has just stormed the stage and taken us over. If we can close up here, we're pushing these territories of the previous highs during this range and back to the end of May here. And from there, it's really essentially straight up to 50,000 with, of course, back here, this price is going to have to be respected here as resistance. And so with this wicking here, we can just consider a 43,000 to 45,000 as a resistance zone. And it seems like this, it took a lot of energy to come all the way from this bottom here, 21st of July of 30,000, all the way straight up to the 30th of July at, above $41,000. So anyway, remember, none of this financial advice. It is financial investigation of price charts, okay? And what we're seeing here is this orange line, 200-day moving average, significant resistance. We're within the cloud, whole thing is significant resistance. And after this energy it took to push up here, going beyond these Bollinger Bands at the top Bollinger Band there, this is going to take a lot of energy to just keep pushing through. I do see potential for consolidation within here. And there's still room actually going through August for sticking within this cloud and finding supporting consolidating levels and then pushing higher. Now, we might get out of this cloud before August is barely feels like it's begun. But I do see some form of consolidation here coming. But based on this candle here of 30th July, we can see, let's say, for example, Saturday into Sunday or something there's some possibilities. You can imagine maybe a wick up to 45, and then that starts the consolidation lower or correction lower, or maybe it'll take 1 or 2 more candles of moving up. You know, maybe there will be a red in between, but at some point quite soon, within possibly this next week, like I said, with that next weekly candle, we're going to get ourselves at least up into here, most likely find resistance and pass down. That seems to be a correct down. That seems to be the main idea here. And so let's take it one more layer down to the 4-hour chart. Well, that we'll use to look here. Okay, we're looking just at price action, friends of RSI and MACD and all that. You know, we love you. Not really looking at that at this very moment here with the 4-hour price chart of BTC USD using the Bitstamp pricing. With the friends of Ichimoku are looking already back here, the lagging span now, although it looked like it was potentially going to come down and meet the price and muddy the waters. Well, boom, no, we're above it again. And already it's been a while that we are above this 4-hour cloud, and which means, you know, eventually we will come back down. However, and I will give us maybe a possible count here. However, we are starting to breach the top band of Bollinger Band, and therefore there is potential for moving higher. However, at any moment now, this could, you know, signal some topping for us as well. But yeah, let's get one more of these. Let's get up into here, and that'll exhaust this move up. So if we were to consider it, there's this move up here, and then this move up here, and now we're gonna make one more move up, which we're in the midst of doing, piercing through that Bollinger Band. It did narrow, so we went up and we consolidated here sideways enough, down and then sideways enough that we were able to narrow enough the Bollinger Bands, gain some steam pretty quickly, and boom, shoot up there. So that's where we are. Interesting times. All right. Yeah, you must be excited on Friday night here. I'm going to talk to everybody about, you see the Bitcoin today? Oh my God. You see that Bitcoin today? Oh my God. What's your favorite crypto? Right? Awesome. Well, hope you're having fun. Hope you're doing well. All of that good stuff. Right? That's right. All right. Now, that's where we are. $41,500 range, BTC USD. Well done, all you Bitcoin bulls. Let's move over to that DERO BTC, and then we'll look at DERO USDT. Now, I did take a look, but I think in future, you can make a request and I'll start looking at it cold. However, the request was maybe a week ago or so, and at that point, the let's say the price action was moving down. So it looked like, here, we'll take a look here. Candles are helpful for that. And therefore, it was looking potentially, you know, red, and like this might be some topping. However, we're seeing now that it is confirming, and I'll get into it just momentarily. But firstly, this chart looks super sweet. There was all of this downward movement here. Okay, even though there was this up, but ultimately it was all a downward movement. Now look at this impulse up. Wow, that is intense. So what do we have here? Okay, a couple things were checked, and we'll check them again. Firstly, we're wondering, yes, this is an impulse, okay, but where are we within it? Are we near its ending, or are we having another wave to go? So that's the questioning, and some ways to consider that using Fibonacci and also just counting it out. So straight up counting it out without the candlesticks, we get now a clearer picture. Okay, we can either count like this. I don't think it is one of these though. One type of, you know, it's probably down there, but anyway, the two, I mean, there's some sort of 3 here, and then even that's the 4, oops. And then now we're going to a 5. However, whoops, it just seems like too big of a one. The 3 seems too close to it. So we're gonna figure out what we like here. Now, possibly we have, like, say, a 1-2 right here. That is a possibility, and we could have, you know, that would lead us to maybe one of these kinds of moves. Who knows if it ends there or there, and now we're going here, and with a fifth extended wave, in which case most likely we would do something like this. That seems the best, in my opinion. And I do think this is where we are. However, when we get to the candles, we see that this interesting move here possibly could be at play as a third wave. So then, and even without the candlesticks, or this fifth wave is really gonna fail, and then we are signaling a cycle down, a correction, bigger degree correction. Back with this though, we can also consider within here this 1-2, this whole thing could be a 3 wave. Okay. And now we're making this fifth move. But with this type of fourth wave, just so short and not very deep, could signal that the fifth wave will actually go higher. Okay, but this could be like an extended type of third wave. However, at this point, I'm feeling a little bit more along the lines of something like this. This just feels a bit more reasonable, makes sense with that kind of action. I can play into it, even if the fifth doesn't go beyond the 40, what is that, the 44,730, you know, level. Yeah, that's the kind of idea. Okay, impulse. So now let's consider a few other things too. Let's take relationships, fib, extension relationships. We'll just take the bodies, is fine. I've got it in a logarithmic, I believe. So what did I do here? Oops, let's cancel that. We're gonna delete that. We're gonna redo this. First, we're gonna take the retracement. All right, here, let's just clean this up. Line, okay. Retrace it. So from this high to this low, this is why I was doing this, because I'm seeing that around this level could be a potential topping if we are going to take it to like a 2618 level. That's the retracement, and then it matches with, we take our extension tool. So let's say we're going here, and we are matching that. And so between this 27, 28 to the 30 here, so that is looking like a zone where there could be, you see the resistance there. So who knows where we're going next, but it feels like we're going to go higher. So you know how crypto goes. Maybe we're making it all the way to this 5,000 level, or sorry, 50,000 level, 47,000 level. You know, these things are definitely known to happen. This is not a log scale. This is the log scale, and when we take it like that, we get a bit of a different scenario. Let me just make sure that we're working with the right tools here. Yeah, see, if those were on log scale, maybe that's why things were not fitting right for me, because it just didn't seem the same. What's going on? So we're going to take this off the log, back where we were. Pardon my work, friends. Okay. Yeah, see, it's locked. Okay. So we take the log. All right. All right, there we go. All right, so as you can see, this 2618 lines up with the 48. That's what I was looking for as well. So the 1618 lines up with the 2618 here, and the 2618 lines up with the 4236. So all of this zone, I mean, go get it, DERO. It feels like it is coming, and at some point in this run, it could even go higher. You know, how high can impulses go? I'm not familiar with the fundamentals here. So I definitely wouldn't be, if I'm looking at this, it's tough to buy it right now, just because it's not clear. You know, none of this is financial advice, but there is definitely potential for higher moves within this impulse. And it's really going to depend on, again, the overall market. It seems like this will continue to push with the rest of the market. We've got some decent action here, and it's looking like it can range higher. So that was the concern here is, well, if the 1 is extended, then it looks like the 3 and the 5 hitting this 1618. It could be the short-term top as well. Again, this could be part of a bigger degree impulse as well. So this might just be forming one wave of a bigger degree impulse as well. If that's the case, you know, then we're moving like through a year or two of well, at least a year of bullishness, but it doesn't seem to work that way. These bumps happen within weeks or months, right? So like if we're taking this candle action here already, this is a considerable move to the upside, considering that it is, you know, it's going for already 24 weeks. That is that's pretty good. That's, you know, 3 months is a good time. So even here at this 19-week time frame, you know, nearly nearly 5 months, I should say. I misspoke earlier about the timing. Nearly 5 months, right? These don't last always that long. You know, I don't mean that as 5 months. I mean, the time frame for the impulses is not usually, you know, up month after month. There is always a correction down as well. So watch out for yourselves. You know, do your money management and all that stuff, whatever that means to you. But yeah, we could definitely see a third green candle, or we could even see a red one, which has a high wick. These are all possibilities. A third green candle and then a red one is also possible. Again, and you know, it doesn't even have to be a red one that takes us all the way back down. However, you are looking, let's say you are looking to set some sort of order in and you think is bullish and is going to continue up, but you think it's coming down, then definitely this range here about 14, 15, even 16,000 is a decent deal. Why not? All right. So there you are. That's some support range for you. If we go down to lower time frames, now you start to see, okay, this is a daily chart. And now we're really just seeing that, okay, maybe it likes to do this type of price, you know, go up, come down, go back up again, and come back down and keep going down like one of these, and then sideways fine. However, that's why they invented cups and handles, right? Just make yourself some sort of cup, and then your handle, maybe your handle comes down further, whatever. So the handle helps you pick up the cup higher. We'll see. It's not evident in the moment, but it feels like, based on the look and the feel of the chart, this impulse wave here, this previous one right here, oh man, what a rip. That's a nice 4x move here. Yeah, even like a good 2 or 3 times. Amazing. 3 or 4 times, really. You know, good job there. Any of you who went from there to there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, if you went from up here down to here, and now you're back up here, well, maybe hedge yourself a bit. Again, none of this advice, but depending where you got yourself in, you might hedge it out. It just, yeah, daily wise, could go higher, but 3 in a row, unless we're going to get another one of these pumps, yeah, then that could be what's happening now. It's going to be tough though. I sense it's going to be a bit difficult for this one. Let's get some indicators going here. Let's see if we can grab a Bollinger Band. Yeah, well, we're in the pump right now, so it's pushing through the top band. Let's see what our friends at Ichimoku Cloud Incorporated tell us. By the way, I'm using getaurox. Oh, we need to change the, well, they just pushed through though, so this could be bullish, but this is not the setting that we want, not the one that I want, I should say. Here we go. Oops, 60, 120, whoops, no, we don't want to do that. Delete first, and 30, whoops, again, you know, not paying attention. Yep, same idea. We just push through that cloud, and so this on a daily level. Yeah, there's definitely room to continue trying to push higher. Might just be getting just started this next fifth wave type of move. All right, so set your positions where you want to get out and do your thing. On the 4-hour time frame, it just looks so similar. If it's happening like this and you're going to get another one, well, that's possible. This 4-hour time frame, yeah, feels toppy, and it's looking like it's a little toppy right now. So yeah, that's where you're at with that one. Hitting the toppiness, coming back down now. Already pushed through the bands at the upside, getting its resistance now back into the Bollinger Band zone. All right, that's about it. I don't know what else to say at this point, other than overall quite a nice looking chart. However, it has topped, you know, price wick wise, intra week price wise, and currently it's pushing zones where yeah, this thing could either just be breaking out and it's gonna basically challenge this 45,000 level, or it's gonna fizzle here and it's coming back down and it's made its top now. In which case, if this is the top, then we are talking about a longer time, you know, a much more degree of correction. Okay, that's, and here, you know, like we see a lot with with charts, with coins, here's this beginning of the Ichimoku cloud here. And so we could pierce right through if that's the case, right? That could be. So be careful out there, everyone. And nothing is guaranteed. It's always a flip of a coin random. However, if you get it right, because you are playing your edges, then thumbs up. And just keep learning your lessons. All right, this is it for me. If you're asking me, if you're giving me, funds to put into here, I'm waiting until it comes back down here to this level here, down the 15,000 level, roughly. Otherwise, we're going much higher, and that will be quite special. So those of you who are, not just in and out of this, but are considering to hold this long term, well, best of luck. And so far so good, you might say, right? Awesome. Okay, that's it for now for this DERO BTC. DERO USDT, again, similar sense, but now we get a better idea of where we are in a potential up move versus a down move. Okay, and that's why sometimes the BTC chart is tough, but here we really get a sense for, now this is a weekly, now, so that's quite considerable. It's not even just a daily. We are seeing, this is clearly a nice impulse, isn't it? And yeah, it even looks like we're getting this ending terminal type of zigzag here. So this could spell the at least local ending, if not longer ending. Some assets take some things just take a different time frame and a different course of action. See, even here again, we get this body below the wick here. Yeah, this could be because here we're going to just double check it. Let's just imagine we're going something like this, and we're going to retrace. Yeah, so if we go from this consideration, then in fact we wouldn't even say that, according to, well, it's a considerable correction, and that makes sense then when we look, for example, at the, sorry, my words are getting caught in my mind, but yeah, the degree of these corrections, I should say the severity of the corrections is similar. So there's no alternation there, but the time is much shorter on the fourth wave. So there's an alternation at least. And yeah, the construction is different too. If we want to just clean that up and take a look at the construction, just a straight up zigzag, less the intricacy is also is much less. So, or I should say subdivisions. Okay, anyway, yeah, looks pretty decent. You can call this. So now I start to get skeptical, because I see a lot of volume here in the end of June week. However, it has tapered for this corrective move and for this price increase. It is considerably lower, so that's not necessarily a great sign. We pull up some indicators here, BVs, and let's just throw in that Ichi right away. However, we'll have to clean that up. But anyway, we know we're going to be above it. It's just look at these impulses. Yeah, no worries. None of these really are of import right now. I'm going to just hide that, and I'm going to hide that. Okay, because basically we're really just looking at the price action. That's what is important. But actually, let's see if we can find also some divergence with the MACD and the RSI. Okay, so MACD RSI. So we're still Now we're starting, if we're looking at these histograms, ooh, there's not, and then we're, oh, that RSI, oh, that RSI. This is, whoops, this is where I say, okay, fine. If you are a friend of divergence theory, well, here you go. We got the indicators showing lower highs and the price showing higher highs, at least in the closing sense. Now, friends of Japanese candlesticks, this is where, well, it doesn't matter because the high is back here. You see, high is back here in April, not this candle right here. Okay, so yeah, friends of DERO prices, you might want to consider the possibility that it's coming down here. And I just do also want to acknowledge, I would like to acknowledge here this type of move, okay? So don't get me wrong, it could keep going up, right? It's still always flip of the coin, 50-50. But if we're looking at structures, if we're looking at ideas, this is considerable in my humble amateur opinion. Do not take my advice. I can't even believe you're still watching this video. If you are, praise you. Thanks for watching. Hope it's been some sort of valuable to you, educational, entertaining. Maybe you're sleeping, snoring away. I love it. Maybe you've watched it in 1.5 or 1.75x speed, and that's why I don't even know how long this has taken, maybe 30 minutes or whatever it is. 45? Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's gone by fast enough for you. That's it for me. I think I'm done. Until next time, wishing you all love, peace, happiness. Goodbye.